yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I was talking, I was getting intense. Maybe it's because I took some MicroPro before I went live, but I've been drinking some Monster, so apparently I hit some stupid button that ended everything. I don't know. Well, there it is. So I don't know what I did. I apparently shut off the last stream. That blew like a strong gust of wind, baby. So maybe I'll start over. What I am planning to eventually unbox is this baby. It just came in the mail today. I pulled up in the driveway and immediately I could feel something very tense in my tights or in my pants. And I was like, I can feel it. Well Done's here. Amongst, it's a secret, there's another figure that came in, baby. That's no bull, but it is in, baby. So that might be a unboxing soon. But for adventure, it's Timothy Well, it's Stephen Dunn, it's Well Done, and they will be unboxed tonight. Sorry if I anybody off on that last one. Like, I don't know what the F happened. You know, I guess this, when you're not, what's it called? Mr. KWK, things are gonna happen. We're live, pal. I think I was like humping the Well Done figure or something. Well Done figures, and like when I was and hopefully I can share it without shutting off the screen. When I was like holding it, I leaned in because I was like so horny for Well Done that I was like, oh crap, you know what I mean? And then like before I know it, the phone maybe tipped, or I did it myself. I didn't mean to. And if I could sing to all y'all, you know, anyone that was watching, I would say, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. See, I'm spilling my heart out here. I'm sorry. But I shut off the own live stream on my own live stream on my old live stream. So yeah, here we go. I did a good job. Started live stream, then I shut it off by accident. It's on maybe's fault because I was leaning on them and then boom, I hit the button. I was just too intense. So maybe before, oh, I almost done the monster, baby. So maybe before I shut off the live stream again, I will not shut off live stream again and bumbox. Well, effing done. Because what am I going to do? I keep shutting it off. So we're peeling it off the packy. And bam. And let me say, if you on Carters or not on Carters, this might be the best because it took force to actually take it off the package. However, it wasn't like completely super glued on there. Off all the stuff, you got minimal little dammy poos or damages, and like that's not too bad. I mean, as far as taking off a card, I think it's a perfect formula because some, like I said, are super glued on, and you gotta rip those puppies off with the force of He-Man if you summon them, and then it's like, ugh. You know, like some people like to keep the cards. I think this is an acceptable version. People could do better, but what are we gonna do? New stream thrown off of it. Yeah, Waddy, I don't know what the I don't know what the frick happened. I was talking about something. I was leaning on the Well Done package. And before I know it, I look at my phone and it's like my like saving screen or whatever. And I'm like, cool. I don't know how long I've been talking. I don't know how the F1 been talking without being recorded, but at least I was into it, you know what I mean? So at least that energy's out in the sphere, you know. Yeah, I could have been talking, who knows, for like 20, 30 minutes. Then I look down and I'm like, let me check out the. Oh, okay. There's no comments because I'm not live, baby. Oh, man. Thing froze for a little bit. Well, thank you for joining back in, Waddy. Yeah, crazy, just, you know. Let me say something. Back in the good old days when I had two working eyes, I was a clumsy mother effer. So, like, since I lost the eye, obviously it's like doubled because now I can't see on my right. So I'll be and stuff and I'll be flailing my arms, whatever, and then slap some in the face and really not mean it and then feel terrible about it. You know what I mean? So it's like I'll be talking and if I'm looking over the blah blah blah, and then I'm like, plus I have crippling ADHD, so like crap, like I'm already limited on focus. So I'm like focused on like, hey, I just opened these well done. By the way, if you didn't see it, well done's baby. And then I'm like, what was I doing? What was I saying? What could I be? What could I say? Yeah, so having been at some bum technical errors on your other stream. He's back, Flydale. Yeah, I don't know if I was trying to say to Waddy, like, I was talking, I was leaning on the effing well done's. Lean on me. And then, like, before I knew it, I don't know if I hit it or I slid this little magic carpet ride from Aladdin over here that's holding the phone. But I was, like, talking, and I don't know, it could have been forever. But I was talking, baby, and I put that energy into the universe, and maybe no one heard it, but I was talking for a good amount of time. And then I'm like, oh, let me look down at the chair. Nothing. Because it was like icons on my screen, which obviously meant I ended the live stream. I don't even know how. So, sorry about that. If you were tuning in before we left, Timothy Well and Stephen Dunn are effing trapped in the package. They're dying for air, but I said, you know what, guys? You're gonna suffer a little longer because I gotta figure out this stream issue. So they're gonna suffer a little longer for a second because I see some comments and there's more comments than they suffer. Buffer overrun, I type too much. In the other stream, perhaps the topic or my channel. What is a buffer overrun? Bro, you got me, man. It's so funny. Like, I was thinking, like, if people only knew, like, it's like 5 minutes before the stream, I'm slapping on an eye patch, I'm putting on effing gloves. And I'm like about ready. I'm like, oh, I don't have my monster. So I'm not like really someone prepared for anything. Which leads me to another thing. There will be, you know, for all the people, because if you want to watch, I want you there to watch. Like, obviously, and I don't want people to miss the live stream. So what I'll say is, in fairness, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time live stream and Friday 7 p.m. Eastern Time live stream. That's my lock. Like, those are going to be steady betties, baby. Now, Sunday is a tough one because sometimes I get family stuff. It is one of the days that my girlfriend has off. So I will do one Sunday, but that's going to be like the random round, you know. But if you want something like Steady Betty, Tuesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time seems like a good spot. Seems like something that flows good for me. something that flows good for the the people, or the anyone that wants to chat or whatever, but I guess that's about it on Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. I'm cracking myself up like a beep beep. Alright, where are we? Is back. Buffer. We use the energy. Can I convert to heat? It's a play, use the energy can convert to heat. It's a play, that's funny. The purpose of my list, actually, this is just below, is to bring new fans into watching wrestling. Hence, the guaranteed to make you a fan part is included into the title of the plus. Just be chill, I gotta tell you. Now we're on a new stream, but I gotta tell you. I have it ready. I'm ready for this thing. You gotta imagine, I'm being honest. I've just been too effing busy. It's not out of my mind. I can recall it. It's just be chill's fan. I got it. But man, love you, dude. But like, unfortunately, I'm swamped for time right now. I'm going to get to it. Considering I'm going to be snowed in on Sunday, it'll probably be that day that I'll end up watching it because, like, I'm going to be snowed in. I'm going to have to review a lot of footage. I've been slacking on getting, like, OG content. I've been putting some on, like, Instagram. I'm trying to get a following over there because in comparison to YouTube, which is, like, 4.7 whatever thousand followers on what's it called, Instagram, it's like 46, so it's like yikes. Okay, I could see that list where it could get overwhelmed, says Fly the L, and is why every match is 5-star or 6 in the list. Whoa, baby. I feel like you put like a lot of effort into this, and I'm not gonna like disparage that. That's awesome. Like, I will get to it. I don't want to use the word promise because it's like whatever. Like, I'm saying though, ASAP, I will get to it. I'm not saying I'm gonna watch the whole thing in one loop, but I will like get to a good portion of it because I want to get back to you on it. I know you put, to me, it seems like maybe you didn't, but it seems like you put a lot of time and effort into it and a lot of thought into it. So I definitely want to check it out. You're a constant supporter, and I appreciate you. So after I see some monster, I'll say I am gonna watch it. No comments here. Nothing to see here. Can y'all please like and sub to him? Whoa. Adelia -M4G18. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, I don't know. Out of nowhere, baby. Thank you. She's like, or they are like, or he's like, or she's like, or he's like, can y'all please, like it said, like and sub, so I appreciate that coming out of left field, baby. Thank you for watching and support, and Fly the L. A lot of data structures, object things in computer close use buffers and that are hacking techniques to purposely try and input more data than the program expected, causing your input to overwrite memory outside all of the buffer and trick the computer into also running your malicious code. Whoa, baby. Okay. Well, Fladio, I trust you on that, but, not in a bad way. I I think I'm smart enough to barely, thinly, tinily get what Effin said. But to say that I really understood it would be a lie. So, hey, bless you, man. I mean, like, you got some knowledge. I always appreciate knowledge that I don't have, and you definitely, because, like, I'm like, okay, I'm sort of following this, and I'm like, maybe not so much. Good for you. Not like anything's whatever. It's just like I admire like different intelligence, you know what I mean? Like for instance, I come from like a family of mechanics and I can barely change a tire. But I admire like their skill to like do that, you know what I mean? I'd often be the tire over, hold it in place while people did stuff type of guy. And that was cool with me because I didn't have the technical skills. Anyway, long story or short story long, that's how it goes. I liked your late night stream this past week. Hey, thanks, brother. Flavio. I don't probably stay up too late and sleep in too late, especially on the weekends unless I have plans in the morning. Oh, I hear you, bro. I've been having a terrible time like sleeping, and I've had a history of insomnia and try to have medicine for it or whatever. But like even last night, I just inexplicably waked up at the witching hour like 3 o'clock, and I'm just like, I'm awake. So I go downstairs and I quietly. I love how this is gonna sound. Quietly put on WWF Superstars from like '94 just to see if I can have some like footage for tomorrow. Because don't forget, like you know, I do have a girlfriend. Believe it or not, I know I'm into wrestling figures, but I do have a girlfriend, and she works really hard and really tough, and is in the medical profession. So you know, I don't want to disrupt her sleep. So the reason why it was so impromptu, like that night one, was literally like she had made plans to stay at her family's, which you know. So I was like, well, hell, if the mouse is worried, then the cats will play. Now give me a hell yeah. That so I was like, oh, cool. So then I put on a live stream. Definitely save, just be chill list yet. Can you save it? Says I see my buffer overrun explanation went over well. Sometimes buffer overruns just cause the program computer to crash. Yeah, I'm not a mechanic at all. I have our strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Oh crap. I feel like I half bum open this. So I opened the package and then I took for a long time. It was just weird because like the stream cut out, so I think I've been befuddled, if you will, from that point. But we do have these Timothy Wells and Stephen Dunn's, and they're like, I'm suffocating, baby. Oh no! But we're gonna take them out. We're gonna plop them out like some eggs on a pan. Boom. Makes me want some scrambled eggs. But then we got, oh baby. Now don't quote me. No, you should quote me. This is Timothy Well. Together they are well done. And just in case you're wondering, you gotta get the bum view. Purple thong included, baby, right in that bum crack. Like we all love to see and know. And now, I was like, dang, I want all these. And then they ended up doing like said, like a New York Comic Con or some version of it, and it was all yellow. And here I am with just the ones. But I was like, at the time, it was a money situation. So I was like, let me grab the outfits I'm most familiar with. And I just rewatched it. I was trying to chub up for this live stream. I was watching Will Dunn versus Rock and Roll Express, and they were wearing these effing tights with the bow ties, baby. And I was like, hell effing yeah. I can't wait to boombox these. So I did it. I did it. Mom, Dad, I did it. I did it. I did it, guys. I did it. I finally unboxed them. So here they are. Timothy Will. I'm gonna do a joint test. Not the green kind, but maybe later. We'll try the head. The head is twisty. And the bow tie is felty, baby. It's not even plastic. It's like effing bow tie, baby. I will never remove that because for one, it's sexy. For two, it seems like it would be tough to put back on. His right arm. Charge! His left arm. Tight. So yeah, it's got sort of Mr. Perfect vibe. Now I gotta make sure. Now I'm doubting myself. No, it's definitely Stephen Dunn. This is definitely Stephen Dunn. And if it isn't, this will be an extra funny video. But Stephen Dunn, Stephen Bum, there it is. I mean, and it's no looks about the same bowed as the Stephen Dunn as this Timothy Will, but we'll just test him out. He's got a little more of the froey. He's got this head twist, arm twist. Oh, I didn't do the waist. The waist twist, nice. Whoomp, there it is. Gotta fix his little tie poo, but he's had a rough night. Looks like he's had a rough night. You gotta get that bow tie back where it goes. Timothy. What do you think you're doing, Timothy? There we go, Timothy. Timothy's back. He's ready. All right, so what would I say? What the hell would I say about this? I would say, hell yeah. You know, I think I was telling the story, like, if you could have known there was a Well Done, like, tag team 2-pack, this would have been like, oh, baby, oh, baby. You know, it'd be like, Mom, I'll do the dishes extra tomorrow, whatever that means, but I will do whatever I need to do to get these guys. Now I don't even have to do dishes if I don't do because I don't know. But yeah, so we got Stephen Dunn, Timothy well done, and the ultimate bum recommendation. Would I recommend these? Oh, hell yeah! I would. Because they're at a good price point, baby. And especially if you folks in the States, go to J&J, baby. Go over there, you know, slip it in the cart. If you do over 75, free shipping. Then you can use that Young J code, like I said. You know, they haven't added the Shadows code, or my suggestion was bum and then S, like it could be buzz, but it could be bum S, like bum shadows. Hey, they can do it. I know they have the power, so it's up to them. However, in the meantime, use Young. You get 10% off. You get these puppies. This was the most fist I recommended that I remembered them in. So they also got pink and black. They got yellow and blue, and then they got all yellow or yellow and pink or something. But all of them have that maiden thong, which that's all we can ask for, really, in a wrestling figure, is that the thong is correctly in the bum crack. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh, spaghetti. Okay, here we go. Your medium rare tag team is now well done. Are these well done figs well done? That was Flavio. With some more jobberish name in the wrestling you can think of. I'll go first. Thunderhawk. I don't even know that FML. I always thought, says Flytheo, when the wrestlers had a very boring, mundane name, like the creative couldn't even be bothered with something. Yeah, like, and then Just Be Chill says, how about Tim the Milkman? I was watching an episode of Effin' Superstars Wrestling, and besides your Barry Hardys and your Dwayne Gills and your Apollos and your Rena Riggins and who else? But like, there was a guy, and what possessed them to name this guy, and I don't condone this act whatsoever forth, but like for some reason they thought this would be a brilliant idea and named the guy Ken Raper. Ken Raper. That was the name of a jobber. Like, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You know what I mean? Like, I'll make clips on Instagram, but I want to celebrate that. But I wanted to, like, tell you guys because it's like, that's effed up, man. Like, why are you naming somebody that? Ken Raper. That's terrible, man. There's so many, like, other things you could do. But you're like, yeah, that's a great idea. That sounds funny. Oh, no. I don't. The more I think about it, the more it makes me sick. Ken Reaper, that would have been cool. That's effed up. Mike Bell. Oh, there's another jobby that I know is a jobber name. Just choose. It's very forgettable. Says why the old Bobby Star is similar. A flair to the last name. Looking at a list of ideas, I'm cheating, says Fly the L. How about Spontaneous George? Says Just Be Chill. Special Delivery Jones always has a place in my heart. Oh, ST Jones, you get the two different LJNs, baby. And now Johnny Rods, after watching the OVP podcast, guys, enjoy his matches. Yeah, Johnny Rods was legit. He trained a lot of people, too. How about Uncle Gorgeous? Whoa, baby. That's usually what I'm called by my non-relatives when I get together with my nephews, my sister and everything. My non-relatives are always like, oh, that's Uncle Gorgeous. And I'm just like, okay. Hey, what am I gonna, hey, thank you, appreciate it. That's usually definitely what happens. They're all like, that's Uncle Gorgeous. And I'm like, you know what? You damn right I'm Uncle Gorgeous. You damn right. And Mike Sharp, hell yeah. Sound like he'd be good, but he's just he did a nice amount of body hair, and I think he had that like gauntlet of one arm, and he was Canadian or Canada's greatest athlete or whatever. Tom Stone match here with him putting over Ultimate Warrior Tom Stone. That one's rough. I think I dig the once. Oh man. Oh, the Mona. Oh, wow. I'm like blaming on the. Just a quick backup. This eye has also had a million surgeries on it, so I have a crack in it. So I'm like trying to look monosyllabic. So it makes for entertaining me reading. Like, I'm like, hello, my name is. I can really read faster. Yes, Fly the L. I can't believe it. Ken who? Yes. The other guy, Ken Reaper. And it's like, come on, really? Even Tom Jones would be effing better. Like, Ken Jones or whatever. Like, Reaper. Sick people. Sick people over there at Titan Sports. How dare they? No, but seriously, that's messed up. Ken the Paper Raper? Well, I'd rather you read paper. SD Jones, Iron Mike Sharp, and Jim. Oh, Jim Powers, baby. all have an iconic jobber name that implies they're good, but really just jobbers. I personally been watching some Reno Riggins, which actually, speaking of KWK, who made these, they're supposed to make a Reno Riggins. But, yeah, I've been watching some of him, and he's effing funny. Actually, damn it. Oh, baby. See, I got the Barry Horowitz, and they were like a tag team, and damn it, look at that. Bum. With the hands on it. These would be underwear to wear around the house. But anywho, they have like matching tights for Reno Riggins instead of hands. They're dice and they match. And holy crap, if they make it match the Horowitz and tag team gold and a fig fit any day of the week, twice on Sunday, maybe 3 times. Zero of the two SG as D. Jones LJN says why they have. Penta is becoming my new favorite wrestler, says Sister Shadows Dustin. Yeah, he's got a effing cool look. Like, he's got the whole kind of like skull thing, which reminds me of Skeletor, the outfit, and everything matches up. And, I'm a sucker for that. So, yeah, for today's superstars, as far as definitely one of my favorites. And he's not too shabby of a wrestler either, so hell yeah. Need to finally start buying some, but all my money is tied up in new LGNs. That's why I can see that. Did you check? You probably got them all, but Jay's got a few up there too. But I assume a guy like Fly the L, unless you missed one by accident. But I doubt it. I was on top of things. I started watching Sister Shadows Destiny. I started watching Unreal on Netflix, and Pinta is awesome as a person too. He fits a lot better in AAA, so be chill. Both are like valid points, in their own way. Yeah, actually. So yeah, I seen the Unreal, and it's pretty cool. He's like a pretty cool guy, but also I see what Just Be Chill is saying. Especially with WWE running the show, I don't see why Penta isn't over there being the world champ. And also Ray Phoenix should probably go over there too. For Sister Chef Destiny, I don't know if they said in the documentary, Ray Phoenix and Penta are brothers in real life. So if you already knew about it. Ironically, monosyllabic is not monosyllabic. What did I say? Monos? Oh no. I'm by Alanis Morissette. Because we all should know that AAA is a Mexican version of 2000 WCW, so let's be chill. Yeah, but to be fair, like the breadbasket area, or the most like best area of WCW, Libertadores, started in like 97, 98. They were effing hot. That's when Rey Mysterio, before his knee injury, that's when the match when Eddie Guerrero took place at Halloween Havoc that many people celebrate, which they should. And I think that was more that spot. By 2000, they're all watered down, and it was like the Misfits in action and the Filthy Animals and stupid crap like that. So I agree with what you're saying, but I'd knock it back 2 or 3 years. Was Ken Raper in the age when all the wrestler gimmicks was I hope not, man. Like, I shouldn't laugh because it's a terrible thing. I'm not saying that you were like being whatever. I get what you're saying. You're joking. However, like it just was like I'm listening and I'm like, why? Like I said, Ken Reaper, that even sounds cool. But Ken, tired of even saying it. It's just like, man, and the job, I really hope not. He should be in a jumpsuit like Nails if that is the effing case. or like shackled and just put Big Boss Man. It's like, that's your name, and then Big Boss Man comes up, beats the crap out of him, puts him in jail. That's actually what should happen. They introduce him, they're like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, Raper! And it's like, have you ever took a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia? And Big Boss Man just beats the living crap out of him, and then like takes him into like a police car and takes him to jail. That would be the only way I could accept it. I checked my blue suspenders, and his suspenders go all the way to the bottom. Ask me how I know. Oh, baby. Yeah, Pentas look, fly the outside, I think, referring to Horowitz. Oh, Witsy, yes, Witsy. No, I think it just might have been on mine. Where the hell is he? Oh, I got the one without the... Oh, there he is. It was one of my few critiques of a KWK, and it just might be mine. It doesn't go to him. However, I think... No, listen, for what it is and what they did, it's good. All right, maybe I'm just spoiled though by the old hatters, and I said, and maybe it's too expensive, and I assume it is. But to get like kind of a molded strap and then paint it over, but that's just me being picky. I mean, it's not bad. And I'm actually, the front I get, and they try their best, but the back is just spot on. I mean, they got that X pretty good. The front's a little off to me. That's me being super, like, psychotic picky. Like, this is an awesome figure. You should go to J&J or KWK and pick this up right now because it's, like, cheap. And I think in February they changed the prices. So, I mean, like, really just get down on it. Like Cool and the Gang said a million years ago. So you got this one, and then there's, like, two others. Hey guys, we'll pat each other on the back, man. So there you go. Say, get it. Especially for the price. Like, I give KWK credit. Like, they really initially definitely tried to come out with a price point that was, like, extraordinarily low. And then, without getting political stuff happened. And then, I understand. But still to this day, when they throw them up on their site or they throw them up on Jiggers, which I heavily recommend, they're, if not cheaper, at least comparable to any other retro company. So, and they make good stuff. So, and I love J&J. They always deliver. If, for instance, like the Well Done I just got, they delivered. Cards perfect if you're an on-card collector. So, check them out. Yeah, Penta's look is awesome, and of course is super athletic. Might need some more in-ring polish. I'd say Fly the L in the WWE style. Penta's been at it a while, but the WWE style is a bit different and a bit different to pick up. And I think, like, with the less work dates, it kind of hinders wrestlers. I think, like, and it's been brought up before. I'm not, like, originating this idea. I am repeating it, but I do agree with it. That without as many matches, you know, the injuries will occur because the dudes that we watched back in the day, and bless them, were working 300 effing days a year. So if they got hurt, they got hurt, but they were like, it was repetitive. It was something they did. So it seems now like any kind of thing will injure them. And I'm not blaming them. I mean, if I did anything like that, I'd be crippled. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, even in their condition, with their athleticism, if they're not having as many, you're more likely to get hurt. So maybe they should do a couple lives. Need an Unreal about Unreal. Since Unreal is obviously a little scripted, or staged like most reality TV. Yeah, I stopped watching it really after. Well, no, I watch it. I'll still watch it, but I stopped taking it kind of seriously after the first episode. I'll watch it just because I'm a wrestling fan and I just want to see more content on it, honestly. And like, I do need to little more about the current game, for what I'm trying to do. So, like, I do watch it. I stopped taking it very seriously there at like maybe the end of the first episode because I'm like, okay. Okay. Fly the hell, I don't want to see Powerhouse in WWE. Why couldn't they sign someone more talented like Leo Rush or Daniel Garcia? They had Leo Rush. Then they had him as a mouthpiece for Bobby Lashley, which was really weird. And then in that wasted 205 division. Daniel Garcia, I don't know. Powerhouse Hobbs is the look. I mean, like, Vince might not stare, but I think it still lingers. And I think Triple H being kind of a biggish body guy himself, I think he looks as Hobbs as more of an acquisition than Daniel Garcia or sure more slight in stature. And talent or not, I don't think it matters. I think it's look. And if you look at Powerhouse Hobbs, he's a more traditional WWE superstar. And that's what I think it's about. I don't think Leo Rush or Daniel Garcia are less talented. I just think they don't look as physically, to what WWE standards are, impressive as Powerhouse Hobbs, who obviously is a muscular beast. I like how they teamed up Penta, Rey, Mysterio, and Dragon Lee. Yeah, that was Destiny Shadows. Destiny Shadows, Sister Shadows. Yeah, that was a good three-way dance, or not three-way dance, six-man tag or whatever. That was pretty cool. Fly the Is it that Powerhouse isn't talented, or that AEW rather doesn't know how to tell a story or book? I wonder if they'll put him in NXT to learn to wrestle. Okay. Uncharacteristically, but I drank too much Monster and I gotta pee. There are wrestling boxes in the background. Maybe you can see them. I gotta pee! Oh! Pee pee! I'm trying to get a pee! Oh, yeah? Ah! That's the stuff. Oh, so redeeming. Oh! Oh, yeah. Never gonna stop peeing. No! Forever peeing. Oh. There we go, that's true. Hey, gang. I usually don't have been in a stream, but I had an effing stream so bad that I was like, do I just end it here abruptly, or do I pee my pants, which didn't seem like a good option. I was kind of looking around for a bottle to see if I could get away with putting my pee pee in it, and then there wasn't a big enough bottle, so I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna have to use the toilet. So sorry about abandoning you. I should put like a pee bar here and just kind of let loose when I need to, but it wasn't equipped this time, so my bad. All right, so where was I? Here we go. Oh man, that was a relieving pee, by the way. Yeah, Ken Reaper would have been a good ironic jobber name, like the Iron Mike Chepo or the of the world. Yes, says Fidel. Destiny, I can tell you started watching wrestling only now. Whoa! Just be chill. Hold on. Destiny's Bum Shadow's sister. Do you think she just started watching wrestling now? You kidding me? When she was a baby, I was showing her that stuff. Of course, I always wanted to share my interests with my younger siblings. My younger brother, he was, mildly into it, not exactly thing. And I never like forced it, but I was always like, hey, check this out, kind of like, hey, isn't this cool? My brother, he liked it, but didn't love it. It wasn't exact his thing. He didn't hate it either. He's just sort of like neutral on it. My sister, I raised. Well, that sounds funny, but when I babysat her or whatever, like I would put on wrestling. I put on Ninja Turtles. I put on He-Man. I'd put on the good stuff. And she found her own programs and everything, but like she definitely had an appreciation for wrestling. It might have been more attributed to the video games back in the day, like because I had them all like SmackDown versus Raw, 06, 07, 08, or whatever. And like she played a lot of that. And when I was like just doing fig feds, I was it sounds bad. I wasn't using the female talent. Because you don't remember, I mean, they weren't really, they were just there to look at. So, like, I was like, these have no value to my fig fed. And I'm like, not only that, like, my sister wanted them. So, even if I did want them, I gave them to her. So, it just so happened that I also didn't really care for them. So it was like win win. So, like, I'd get, like, the one I can really point to is the Stevie Richards. And I wish I could point to it. Tori Wilson? No, Billy Gunn and Tori Wilson 2-pack. Or Stevie Richards and Victoria. That's what I was crossing up. And I'd take the Stevie Richards or I'd take the Billy Gunn. And she have the Victoria and the Tori Wilson. And yeah, so she's been down wrestling since like she was born in 2000. I'll say 2000. She was born in 2000. I'll say 2000. That's not a lot. So maybe not immersed in it. Maybe definitely not as heavy of a fan as me, which is very rare for people to be, or just be chill or Fly L or Waddy or any of our boys or BBA. But like Destiny's definitely known about wrestling for a long time. So that can't be so. Not in a mad way, just to be fair. I'm not even mad, but I'm just saying, did she just maybe start watching new wrestling? Sure, but she's known about wrestling for a long time, and I can attest to that. They should just have a jobber named Stu Jobber or something like that. Kenny the Raper fits more. Oh, jeez. Jim Jobber for the alter ego. Just be chill. I kept up with it a long time ago with Oh, she's said that, but I just got back. Yep, see, just what I said. Egger enhancement talent. That's a good one for you. I still $16. Just get another blue Horowitz. Yeah. No, that's a good deal. Yeah, over at J&J, like Horowitz is just $16, but I believe it's gonna change in like so. No. Honestly, I'm not too miffed about it. I just wanted to be like, I feel like my persona, I get in my moods and I'm crabby, as you can see, sometimes, or a lot of times, or maybe half the times. But when I'm in my good moods is usually when I'm reviewing figures and I'm like, I just love wrestling figures. So I find that I'm like too positive when I'm reviewing figures. So I try to be as critical as I can, not to like bury them or like make them less, just to be more honest. Like, because sometimes I'm like, well, that it doesn't connect, which in my heart of hearts, I don't. But in my head, I just want to mention it because I have to be fair. If I'm gonna like put down, well, this is a special occasion. All right, I'm just kidding. Like nobody could not put this down. However, if I'm gonna put like other things down, I don't know. I don't want to give another example. Russia's. These just suck. But if I'm gonna like, put down other things or like make load Hassel with the hats not fitting, or zombie with the arms too long. I gotta say what I gotta say. My gripes with KWK, the only ones I can think of really to date are the Berserker helmet not fitting, and perhaps, and it's really a stretch, but if I were to be mega critical, the straps on Barry Horowitz. The helmet not fitting on Berserker is my number one. Like, oof, that's it. And second, the straps on Barry Horowitz, but again, that's a very critical critique. If that makes sense. Going to cut. Oh, hold up. You see, KWK said they're trying to do a better glitter on Funk than they did on Barry Horowitz. Gonna cost more because of it. They really should have designed one of his arms to set himself on the back. Yeah, definitely. I know Epic's making a Barry Windham, so maybe they'll go that route. I think he was supposed to come with cloth suspenders, which I'm not gonna lie, would have leave a minor complaint. But we'll see. It depends on the execution. They suck. They could be good. I don't know. That's from Epic, if you're wondering. Paul put them over. Nick not gonna win this one. Jobber names. Oh, I got one. How about Julius Bosch? Just be chill. Charlie Carpenter. Slightly off. I just had a Bertha Faye and Ashton Booger in a tag team. Oh, baby. 2 tons of fun. Unwashed masses. Bruce Pritchard had was kind of a prick on Unreal, right? I've only seen season 1, but apparently he's up to more shenanigans in season 2. I feel bad, but Daniel Garcia doesn't look like a wrestler. I don't want to body shame or have him take steroids, but I don't believe Garcia beating some of the wrestlers he has beaten. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, yeah, does Daniel Garcia perhaps, and I'm perhaps just for the sake of argument, have more in ring talent than Powerhouse Hobbs? Sure. But Powerhouse Hobbs is Hobbs. He's a beast. I mean, let's look at like, the lineage of WWE real quick. I mean, it's obvious that Powerhouse Hobbs, even if Triple H took over, like, guess what? He's also. So for them to want Powerhouse Hobbs over Leo and Daniel Garcia does not surprise me. I get what you're saying about ring talent, but like real Leo Rush has had his run there, and I think we're all set with him. And Daniel Garcia, and I have to echo Fly on this one and say, I mean, he doesn't have the look. The look of love. But not the look of a wrestler either. Here's the most first name of all time. Earl the Laptop says, just be chill. Not as bad, but similar to Jungle Boy or Spitball Bailey. Yeah. And Bro break is we about to all call it a work. It's funnier hearing him in the background, I think. Guys, I'm not related to that guy. He has adopted. Oh, jeez. That's where my sisters tell their friends about me. How did you think our childhood was? puts the stream and live stream. Oh, this is when I was peeing. Oh, I'm like way behind. I remember seeing first time and saying Bastion Booger and Bertha Faye had a baby, it would be Otis. Oh, the guy Otis, yes. Bum bragging over there. There wasn't a big enough bottle. You got that. Well, by the crap, things falling over. That's how much I left. I'm glad you caught that. A lot of jokes like that, and not a lot of people catch them, or they don't mention them. But I was like, let me just, and no pun intended, slide that in there. You see what I'm doing? That's why I was like, just bring a pail over because there's no, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like fitting an anaconda. And all right, I'll stop. Be chill, ironically, not being chill with Sister Shadows. Oh, the word of the day, kids, is ironic, Flavia. Well, what? Done? Thank you, Flavia. Just be chill. Gee. Well, Destiny. We can save that for whoa, just be chill. Getting fresh, baby. Save what for another time out? Sister Shadows confronting on that money. Whoa. And invest it in while we wait. Just contributing to the conversation. I'm not the one in the family that is obsessed. I'll laughing my ass off, but I enjoy it. Says Sister Shadows about the wrestling. Well, just be chill. Being fresh, baby. Man, I'll talk about it on the next stream. Oh, really? Just be chill. Oh, really? Is Bum Shadows gonna have to make a little visit over there and have a brotherly talk with you? No, I'm kidding. She's an adult. She can handle herself. But, yeah. Back in the day, it would have been a lot. But, yeah, she's an adult. She can handle herself. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Just feel bad. I think wrestling is in bad spots, so you might enjoy it if you're getting back into it, Sister Shadows. Admittedly, I think older wrestling obviously is better for the nostalgia. I was a kid then, and it was always going to be more gooder, if you will. Says Flavia. Yeah, that makes sense, bro. It's why I suggested she check out the list fly. Was that Rush's stew, the jobber pig? It's supposed to be Larry Zabisca. Poor Larry. I literally watch it with my kid and this is Sister Shadow's Destiny. And my son loves it too. Obviously not what it was 20 years ago, but it was still entertaining for my family to watch. There we go. Plus, I know it was Nephew Shadow's birthday, Asher Shadows. And I gifted him a Papa Shango and a Ric Flair WWE Superstars. But forcing because he's into skeletons. And what does Papa Shango have painted on his face? So Uncle Shadows is really careful not to force his interest on people, but obviously give them more than an opportunity to join him in it. And I think Master Shadows, not only that, he's become a Skeletor fan. I've been able to gift him some Skeletor stuff, which as an uncle, I mean, I can't lie. He could be interested in nothing I like and I still love him, but the fact that he's, taking a few of the interest, maybe a little tear in my eye like Ric Flair, but yeah, he's into Skeletor now, so that's my nephew. No, like I said, I still love him, but that's my nephew. He likes Skeletor. I love it. Okay. Sure, but would you consider making a smaller list? Maybe you could take a lot of work there. Well, just be chill. Just be chill. When did you ever suggest a list? Laughing my ass and seeing you write that in today's chat. That still irks me when you put Spitball Bailey over Kyle Fletcher. Like, what the booking was that? Just crazy, says Flavio. You mean Speedball, says Chill. And I don't even like Fletcher, but he's obviously a bigger star, and putting Bailey over him, but neither of them anything. Yeah, I missed that. No, I mean Spitball. In this case, not a fan. He can go wrestle Jungle Boy or Garcia. They could bring back the light. Yeah. You know, Fly, that's a decent point. The lightweight division. There you go. You're onto something. And they tried it with the 205 Live, but WWE didn't succeed. But I don't see why AEW could. Another knock on Garcia is sometimes he's not safe or professional. A common problem with AEW increasing in WWE, says Fly the L. I'm making fun of Speedball like Mike Bailey by calling him Spitball. I think I got that from Cornette, actually, says Fly the L. Yeah, Cornette's going with him. He's just not a believable wrestler to me, but you like what you like and you don't like what you don't like, says Flavio. How about Phineas Baylor? Or just for chilly, coming up with some formulas here. What is this? Kadarius? Oh, you're testing the cataract in my eye, baby. Roddington. Kadarius Roddington. Just be chill. You're creative. You're a creative young man. Finn Balor? Says Fly, I need to watch that latest match with Punk. Apparently it was pretty good. It was a pretty good match, Punk and Balor. I'm not surprised. I mean, it seems like for years they've been talking Balor, push him, don't push him. Is he gonna get the push? I felt bad when like Demon, and then he like won it, and then he effing got hurt and had to like relinquish it. I think he hasn't recovered since then, so I definitely feel for him. And they're definitely reluctant for whatever reason to bring back the Demon character, which is what everybody wants anyway. But hey, what are fans? What do they want? And all these jobber names. What did Larry do to Rush to deserve that figure? So, poor Larry. He's just making a Cody and Finn. Here's another one. Kenny Olivier. Oh, just be chill. Yeah, Kenny Olivier is a good one. All right. He does that. What's the other one? I like Pockets with Orange Cassidy. That's pretty funny. Sister Shadows. It's okay, Bum. I'll still stuff over to a brotherly talk with just be chill, and I'll just chill. Don't worry. Yeah, I don't know why Corny tells him Olivier. I missed that. I'll show a few wrestling moves that I clearly don't know since I don't know anything about wrestling for the little fresh attitude. Whoa! Sister Shadow's about to put you down, chill. I think you might like it, so I don't know. He's like, yeah, you show me. Sicka. He eventually, this is funny, he eventually inherited all my old figs. Now we wish we both still had them. Oh, man. That's a rough one. Just be chill. He's having the time of his life. Can film it for his new fly fig fed. Says Al. And have the Bum World Heavyweight Ship just be chill. Whoa. Actually, I think AEW could succeed on the lightweights. WWE had McMahon training the fans to expect bigger wrestlers because that's what he likes, yes, and put over. So maybe that took away. I always found that interesting. And then, like, in the 2000s, it was like he was reluctant, but it was obvious with like people like Jericho and Benoit, Kurt Angle, who are still like, they're not like small dudes though either. I think people are like, oh, they're small. Yeah, compared to like Undertaker and like Triple H and like these monsters. I mean, or Kane and everything. Like in today's day and age, if who was I saying? Chris Benoit would be like a effing monster. He'd be choke slamming people. I have effed up a few new basement dwellers in my life. Uh-oh. I'll give them some new content. Uh-oh. Sister Shadow's getting violent. Destiny, don't do it. Don't do it. Do it. Okay. From their light division, heavyweight division, and the Bum World Heavyweight Championship. Just be chill. It's going after the bum title. Twinkle Toes McFingerbang is also Omega. I think yes. Corinna has some good. You gotta admit, whether you like these guys or not, it's fine. You gotta admit they're effing funny. The names. Um. Yeah, CM Punk is also another smaller wrestler to fly the out. Yep. Cranky Phil says just be chill. Whoa, that rhymed. What else we got? Come for the boxing, stay for the violence. It's just funny, yo. This is shadows like that. Just be chill. Just saw a Reddit meme on CM Punk on Reddit, and someone said AJ's favorite little toy. Whoa, babe. Could it be? Oh, look at this. Reverted 69 minutes. I've been at this joint. So I love everybody. I think it's about time to call it a night. But I think I did a good job, Poo, tonight. He was wearing a jacket shirt that said AJ's husband on it. She's still wrestling. I thought they brought her back. Yeah, AJ was supposed to come back, and then like she's like what, 2 matches. So with that being said, we'll call it a draw. With that being said, I'll check you out like Sunday. Now I did get the Sandman from this guy. There you go. You get your Sandman. You get Sandman. All right. So we got our Sandman. Battle of the Sandman Zombie versus Grapplers Against Hostile Toys. Now I know one's got the USA pants and one is like one from 2005. You get it. It's the same guy. So we're gonna do a double unboxing of the zombie and silly that I've been holding on to, and the grapplers and gimmicks. Oh, surprise! Late live stream later tonight. I won't tell anyone. Fly the I think my girlfriend's coming home tonight. I hope. God hopes so. Unless she saw the stream and she's like, F that guy and is out in the wind. If that's the case, live stream at midnight. Woo! But with that not being had, I think it'll be good till Sunday. But we'll see. She doesn't work tomorrow. I hate to do the impromptu things, but honestly, they're impromptu a lot of the time. It sort of just depends on what's going on. If my lady is my girlfriend staying up late and doesn't care, then I could. But if she wants to get rest, I'm gonna respect that, baby. I'm a respectable bum. Okay, respect us, if you will. Mr. Sam, Mr. Sandman, bring me some figs. We'll call it a draw. Must be the bum oughta better than bumming. We'll call it a draw. I like keep bumming. Come on. The Black Knight always triumphs. Could be a jobber name, maybe. Just be chill loves it. Oh, Black Knight, Red Knight, and Blue Knight were the teammates of Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series. But that's my last fact of the night. So, I love everybody. Thank you, friend. Thank you for commenting. Thank you if you didn't comment and even watched. Thank you for anyone that liked, loved, did a cartwheel, did a push-up, ripped off their clothes and said, BOOM! On that note, I will say, good night. I will see you soon. If not Sunday, definitely Tuesday at 7. Like I said, boom. The firm live streams are going to be Tuesday at 7 Eastern Time, PM, and Friday Eastern Time, 7 p.m. So those two, we can put a stake in the ground and hang that tent that I'm pitching between my legs, because that's what we can do. As far as impromptus, I don't know. And Sundays are kind of up in the air one, depending on if I got family stuff or I got whatever. But like those stay in place. If I can do a midnight one, I will, because it's kind of cool, because it gives kind of people on the West Coast, West Side, kind of some able to opportunity able to interact with me and whatnot. Okay, I've rambled enough. So hopefully tomorrow will be another sunnier day. So long, and thanks for the I appreciate you, Fly the L. There we go. All right, bros and sisters, I love y'all. Good night. Be well. Stay safe if you're in that snowstorm path. And you know what? If you're comfortable with it and you're with someone you love, pull down them drawers and say, keep bombing.